Good morning, folks. Ron Ray here with Turning 65 Solutions. This morning, we're going to answer a question that we're getting more and more often. It's September about 19th right now. That means we're about 24, 25, 26 days away from the Medicare annual election period, also called AEP. In our world, in the agent world, everybody's running around crazy right now trying to get their certifications done. We have to do training every year so that we're up to date on all the new laws, all the new regulations, including marketing regulations, all of the new insurance company changes, insurance companies, plans, and we have to do that every year. We have to get certified every year. So all these agents out there, including us, we're all doing that right now. And we got ours done early as soon as we were allowed to back in July, but we're on the ball, we're up to date. So the question is, when can I change my Medicare prescription drug plan? We have a whole lot of clients, a vast majority of our clients here at Turning 65 Solutions are on original Medicare with a supplement. That means they keep a original Medicare A and B, and then they add in a Medicare supplement such as a Plan G or a Plan N or maybe even a Plan F if they go back. And then in addition to that, a prescription drug plan, also known as a PDP, a standalone Medicare prescription drug plan to provide their prescription drug coverage. Now, the original Medicare A and B, that never changes except for the price on Part B goes up, or it can even go down occasionally as it did this past year. We don't have those numbers yet. They have some projections out, but those have a tendency to kind of change at the last minute as they're doing some wheeling and dealing in Washington. They'll have those out probably about the middle of October, first part of October. Medicare supplements, the benefits never change. A Plan G is always a Plan G. A Plan N is always a Plan N. Nothing about the benefits change. The only thing that changes is the price. The price does tend to go up. You're never going to see those prices go down, except if we reevaluate and see if we might be able to get you the same coverage with another company for a lower price. So we might switch your Plan G from, say, for instance, Mutual of Omaha over to Cigna, and a Plan G with Cigna, it'll be a lower price, but the exact same coverage. Other than that, the benefits do not change. Prescription drug plans, on the other hand, are subject to drastic change every single year. And it is a very good idea that you review that plan every single year. Everything about them can change. The premium can change, the deductibles can change, the copays can change, the formularies can change, your prescriptions can change. The doctor can put you on something different. And once you pass that deadline, which is December 7th, so the annual election period is October 15th to December 7th. Once you pass that December 7th deadline, you're stuck with whatever you've got for the whole next year, unless you run into some what's called a special enrollment period, which for prescription plans are pretty rare. They do come up occasionally, but just count on, if you miss the December 7th deadline, you're going to have whatever you have if you didn't make a change, or whatever you selected for the rest of the upcoming year, starting on January 1st through next year. So it's very, very important, because we are expecting that this year, due to the Inflation Reduction Act that's putting a lot of caps on your out-of-pocket costs at the pharmacy, we are expecting these premiums to go up, and plans are going to be changing. So for instance, we've got a plan now that is about $11 a month in our area. We're expecting that premium to go up. Now, we're not set yet. We don't know. We won't be allowed to talk about that even until October 1st. But just if you've got a prescription drug plan, just know that just because it was a good plan this year, it was the best plan for you this year in 2023, there's a very good chance that it will not be the best plan for you in 2024, and you're going to be stuck with it if you don't make a change. Now, you might not need to make a change. It might be the case where it is going to continue to be the best plan for you. Even if the premium does go up, because of the way their formularies and their copays are structured, it may continue to be the best plan for you. But the fact is, you won't know for sure if you don't review it. And that's what we do for you here at Turning 65 Solutions. We put all your information, not your personal information, it's anonymous, but we put your prescriptions in, your preferred pharmacies, whether that's your local pharmacy or a chain pharmacy or even a mail order pharmacy service. And that software, and you can do the same thing on Medicare.gov, but it gets a little tricky, tells us which plan is going to be the best for you for the upcoming year. Now, what the determination is which one is going to cost you the least. So if this plan, we've got a handful of plans available that all work well at your preferred pharmacy, and all of your prescriptions are on the formulary, meaning they're all covered, but they might be covered at different levels, and the copays might be different from company to company. We're just going to go with the one that costs you the least. And that includes your monthly premiums, plus any deductibles that may be required, plus your copays when you go to the pharmacy, plus any donut hole gap or catastrophic costs that you may incur. We can, with fair accuracy, predict those costs for you, and we're going to go with the one that is going to cost you the least for the upcoming year. Now, that may have a higher premium, because one that has a higher premium may have lower copays on your particular drugs. That's not a hard and fast rule. That's not 100%. Just because a plan has a very low premium doesn't mean it's going to have higher copays. It may on certain drugs, but every drug's different. Every plan has their drugs on different formularies and different copays for different formularies. So I'm not a statistician, but I can guess there's probably a billion different combinations. If we've got 12 different plans, and each one's got 6 tiers on their formulary and 1,500 drugs in the book, imagine there's a lot of different combinations that we can come up with. It's very, very hard to do on your own. You've got to use some sort of reputable software. You can either do that with Medicare.gov, where you put in your information just like we would do, and it spits the information out. And that's right there, and you can do that. We do that with Medicare.gov. We also have some software that we pay for that kind of puts it together in a better view, where we can compare plans and look at them in different ways. Either way, you do it on your own on Medicare.gov, or you let us do it for you either on Medicare.gov or on our software. There's a potential for a plan that may not be available on our software. If that's the case, we'll switch over to Medicare.gov to make sure we're doing a fair comparison. And then we're going to show it to you. We're going to show it to you in writing, and you just pick the plan that makes the most sense to you, which in most cases is going to be the one that costs you the least. So this video has gone on a little bit longer than I planned, but I wanted to get a good explanation to you about why it's so important to review your Medicare Part D plan every single year. And that goes for the Part D coverage that is attached to Medicare Advantage. So I was talking about standalone prescription drug plans with original Medicare, but it's the same thing for Medicare Advantage plans with prescription drug coverage. The annual election period is October 15th through December 7th. And then that new plan, if you select one, is going to start on January the 1st. Now, unlike original Medicare, where December 7th comes, unless you have some special situation later on in the year, you're stuck. You cannot change plans. With Medicare Advantage, we do have what's called the open enrollment period that starts on January 1st and runs through the end of March, where if you already have a Medicare Advantage plan and you want to make a change to another Medicare Advantage plan, or leave Medicare Advantage and go back to original Medicare, you can make a one-time selection during that open enrollment period. I'll do another video that explains the open enrollment period in more detail, but just wanted to give you a little bit of idea about why it's so important to review your prescription plan every single year. This is one of the biggest complaints that we get from our clients that don't come in every fall when we invite you to come in And we're going to do this for you. It doesn't cost you a penny. This is what the insurance companies pay us to do. We're paid by the insurance company that you choose. And that's what they're paying us to do, is provide this ongoing service to you to review your plans and make sure that you have the best plan going forward. And we represent almost all the plans that do business in Texas, and they all pay the same. In the case of prescription plans and Medicare Advantage plans, the commissions are actually regulated by the government. Everybody gets paid the same. Every company pays every agent exactly the same amount of money. And so it doesn't matter to us what plan you pick as long as it's right for you. We are vested and invested in your success in retirement. That was a lot about prescription drug plans and the annual enrollment period. But I think it's just very important. I get passionate about it because I don't like to hear people come in on January 15th or February 3rd, February 20th, and saying, how come my Eliquis went up to $1,200? And all we can say is, we sent you a letter, we sent you email, we gave you a phone call, you told us you were happy with your plan, and so we followed your directions to leave you alone, and you didn't review your plan, and you left it alone, and it changed, and it's no longer the best plan for you, but now you're stuck. So when we suggest that you do something, it's for a purpose. And that purpose is to make sure that you are happy, you're well served, and you're successful. So give us a call if you have any questions about this. It's September. We're not allowed to talk about new plans, 2024 plans, until October 1st, but we can certainly get started with the process. October 1st is only 11 days away. So that's coming up very, very quickly. It's going to be here before you know it, and our calendars are going to start filling up. But we do have people here that can take your call, get your information, and get you started on that process of getting a review. Again, it doesn't cost you a penny to get started, and it doesn't cost you a penny ever for our services. You pick an insurance company, and then the insurance company pays us, so everybody's happy. Give us a call. The number is 830-217-6711, or look us up on the web at www.t65s.com. We've got a great page on that website talking about prescription drug plans. I'll put a link to this page in the video description down below so you can navigate directly to it. Lots of great information on that website. It's all free, very educational, not salesy. And for most of that information, you do not even have to put in your email address. We don't care. We just want you to get good information. So, but if you do have any questions or want any help at all, give us a call, 830-217-6711, or on the web at www.t65s.com. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up down below. That helps YouTube get this video out to other people who are searching for the same answers that you were today. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click that little subscription button and then on the bell so that you can be notified when we upload a new helpful video. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day, folks. Bye.